Some breaking news. The U.S. Supreme Court has just announced its ruling on the Colorado case in which that's the Supreme Court banned former President Trump from its ballot.
Yeah, we have Doug Luzader live in Washington. Doug, so what was the ruling there?
Yeah, you're going to have to bear with us a little bit because this just came down moments ago, but it does look as though the Supreme Court has sided with former President Trump here. Now, this was a case that was essentially brought by the Colorado Supreme Court, which ruled that President Trump should be, former President Trump should be taken off the ballot based on the 14th Amendment, alleging that he took part in an insurrection. The Supreme Court, and we're still kind of in the process of going through this opinion, it seems to be saying that this is not something that individual states can decide, and this kind of mirrors some of the arguments we heard during oral arguments here, that there were concerns that blue states might kick Republicans off ballots, red states might kick Democrats off ballots, and if every state brought their own standard to this, it would be mayhem. So this seems to be the kind of decision that would have an impact beyond just the Colorado case and also get into some of the other states that have attempted to remove Trump from the ballot, notably Illinois and Maine. So this does appear to be without dissent. Now, it's what they call a per curiam decision, which means it's essentially an unsigned decision. But as far as we know, there have been no dissents. So this does appear to be, in essence, a unanimous decision from the Supreme Court.
Yeah, Doug, I mean, this is a monumental decision and something that's unprecedented at the Supreme Court level, right?
Yeah, I mean, the Supreme Court has never weighed in on this question of really how the 14th Amendment works. And this wasn't the case of the Supreme Court deciding whether the president engaged in an insurrection. They didn't even really get to that question. The question was whether a state can determine in and of itself whether someone has engaged in an insurrection and then strike them from the ballot. And this is where the court has decided that the states just don't have that authority. Presumably, this would have to be something done by Congress. It's going to take some time to go through this decision to find out what the repercussions here are going to be. But you had a lot of states that were engaged in this effort to try to strike the former president from the ballot. And this seems to be the kind of decision that will stop that.
And what does this mean for, I mean, tomorrow's Super Tuesday? What does that mean?
Yeah. Well, the thing about this, when you look at Colorado specifically, because they had a deadline to print ballots a while ago, they went ahead and included the former president's name on the ballot. So it will be there tomorrow. So from that standpoint, this moves forward kind of as scripted. And the Super Tuesday will happen, and former President Trump's name will be on the ballot in Colorado, and those votes will be counted.
And nothing changes. All right. Thank you, Doug.